So, number 2, coming all the way from Australia right now, where he had a conference, and flying to the US tomorrow morning. No, where else? UK tomorrow. Brexit. Ben Marks.
I'm on here.
Yeah.
And I'm on out there too. Yeah, we just out-Brexited Britain.
Oh yeah. You got the Trump card, right?
This is
man, come on.
I come to Germany for the abuse.
Okay. Yeah, this is the first time I actually see him in a shirt.
I heard this was going to be a swanky affair.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But let's come to the questions. First of all, Magento obviously was pretty successful in the last couple of years. 250,000 installations worldwide. What do you think? What made it that successful? And yeah, how it will be in the future?
Well, it's just for us. I think it's the same thing that we're doing today. Listening to our excellent community, which we're pretty lucky to have. They've always helped us, I think, steer us in the right direction. You know, facilitating events not unlike this, but some that are even more Magento focused. And this has been it's just a great place for us to honestly just show up and listen. I mean, then that kind of helps drive our product interests, kind of knowing that we have to stay at the top. We've got to make things that developers want to use, so that they're happy to stay on the platform, and stuff that they know that they can continue to build with and build against as time goes on.
Does this prominence and success somehow put pressure on you in the future? Like Magento 2 obviously took quite a while to come around the corner.
It was announced by someone who just has his own e-commerce company now. Originally, now began in earnest. So, is there pressure? Yes, absolutely. I mean, we have we look around. I'm lucky to travel all over the place and meet lots of people. Lots of really nice people, and people like you too, who...
Did we meet before?
It's really nice. We've met so many times.
In Vegas.
In Vegas, Spain. It's the worst place. That's like if Trump could have a city. I travel a lot, and getting to meet so many people whose lives depend on, are reliant on the success of Magento. It's a pretty big pressure for us. I mean, we're in it, of course, not to directly keep people fed, but we want to make sure that, we're building the stuff that matters, and that we can kind of continue this momentum that we've got coming into Magento 2 and take it forward now that we've got the platform, caught up with where the world is today in terms of, development and integrations and so forth.
Magento 2 got different feedback, honestly. In Germany, it was kind of, good and bad at the same time. Did you expect that, and what do you think? How will that continue in the future? Yeah, no,
we still get feedback. It's not we haven't reached peak Magento 2 yet. So on the one hand, yes, we expected it because we knew we were going to step the platform forward in a lot of ways, just from a programmer standpoint. Some pretty big idiomatic changes in how things work underneath. So naturally, that's going to take some getting used to. People are going to have opinions about our opinions. That's what developers do. But one of the things that was really interesting for us was when we opened up contribution and discussion on GitHub. Just how much of it there is. We've had to task multiple teams just to handle what's there, and we'll have to actually have staff around that going forward, just so that we can keep the level of feedback coming in, sort of managed, responded to, and oftentimes implemented. And I would much rather have that than radio silence. To have everyone still so engaged, that's huge.
Like sometimes before in Magento's history. Well, let's go to the next topic.
We had some. I'm here now. It's okay.
Okay. One thing that is huge in the Magento history was obviously omnichannel. You had that Fraport thing last year.
Yeah.
Obviously shows what the platform and the second product you have in stock, like omni-channel solution. Is that something that is a solution for a lot of merchants, or is that something that rather is a huge cost driver that doesn't give you any revenue or growth model?
I mean, I don't think, you know, if I've got like a little shop across the street from Frankfurt Airport, I don't think I need to have, you know, a private chauffeur running my orders into the airport to catch people, right? I mean, you've got to build a solution that's within your budget. I mean, basically, you have to look at where your consumers are, like how are they experiencing your brand? Look at what is available, you know, for what you can afford. And there's a lot of really interesting solutions out there right now, integrations, you know, for Magento and for other platforms that help offload this burden of having to like go out and you know and run you know continuous market analysis and ad buys and so forth in different social media. But bottom line is, I mean, the idea of omni-channel, it's almost like e-commerce. It's just kind of, it's all commerce now, right? It's happening, it's going to continue to grow and evolve over time, and that's on all of us, the shop systems here today, the developers working in these systems to kind of continue to build against these changing, evolving consumer expectations and just kind of keep this whole commerce train moving forward.
So, more or less this...
Sorry, by the way, if you haven't seen the Fraport video, watch it. It's awesome. It really is cool what AOE built.
It is, honestly. Even though we didn't do it. I'm sorry.
You could have, I'm sure.
Thank you. One final question, just like for Pierluigi. Besides the community or the ecosystem, what does Magento have in store for us to choose Magento as the right solution?
Well, I don't know. I'm certainly biased, coming from the developer side of things for so many years, and then coming into Magento to kind of help be that one of the interfaces with the community. Our community is really, it is the thing that really, I think, keeps that train just rolling down the tracks for us. But we are working on a lot of different offerings. We do have a B2B module in alpha right now, so that should be out within months, I think. I won't make any promises because I'm not on the product team, but. This is, you know, whereas so many Magento implementations are being used for B2B, this really is a way to bootstrap that effort with code that's covered by support that we've helped to put in place. There's also a bunch of other offerings. We've got our analytics company that we bought now. I don't know how much that applies in Germany just yet because I think it involves data crossing borders.
That's right.
But
they promised us to move it to Frankfurt Amazon thing.
I think that's in the offing. Yeah, I mean, I think that there's plans around that.
Yeah, but it's pretty expensive.
Is it? I haven't bought it yet.
For my taste.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
You haven't bought it?
I haven't bought it yet. There's also Commerce Order Manager, some other things, and we have other stuff in the works that it's a little premature to talk about, but I will just give you a tip. If you ever run into Product Paul, that's our head of product, at an event, just give him a few drinks and he'll let you know a little bit more than maybe you should. I'm kidding, he didn't do that.
And he's a great guy.
He's a great guy. I mean, it really, that's, hopefully any of you know, if you have any questions of me or the Magento team, I've got a couple of my colleagues here from the area. But please, yes, Kai and Ender, I think are both still here. There they are, right there together. But you can reach out to pretty much anyone in the organization, from the CEO all the way down, and you will generally get a clear and honest answer.
Thank you very much for the first interview, and I'm looking forward to having you in the discussion.
Thanks.
Ben Marks.